Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you all? Again, I'm here with the discussion of a new passage that belongs to Unit 2 and Lesson 1. And here you see the subtitle, Some of the Greatest Scientific Achievements of the Last 50 Years, and the title, The Greatest Scientific Achievements. So, greatest scientific achievements means the achievements that are highly powerful or that have huge effect on us. These are called greatest scientific achievements. And if you think of the greatest scientific achievements, then you will focus on some special inventions or special achievements. For example, if you look back or if you think of the last 50 years, then you will see a huge development in mobile technology, in ICT sector, especially in computer sector, the invention of internet, or some other things you will see. So today we'll discuss this kind of achievements that we have made in the last 50 years, and you'll also get some indication that also had been invented before 50 years. So let's start. So before that, let me indicate or let me show you some questions that have been given here to discuss, and you are supposed to discuss these questions with your friends. So the questions, look at here, look at these questions. What advantages has technology brought to everyday life? So using technology we are getting a huge benefit. Our everyday life has been highly easy because of this kind of technology, because of the use of technology. So just discuss among yourself what kind of advantages we are getting now. And in question number B, students, you see, how do science and technology make life better? So just think of the use of science and just try to think how this kind of technologies are helping us. What kind of qualities we have got in our life today due to the use of technology. And in question number C, you see, what in your opinion are some of the greatest scientific achievements so far? So which are the scientific achievements? What kind of achievements we have done? For example, we are using now mobile phone. This is called also a great achievement. We are using internet, we are using satellite, we are using some artificial organs in our body. For example, now you will see many people are using artificial heart, pacemaker. Then many people are also using the benefit of medical technology. So just try to think of that kind of technologies. So after that, we'll discuss a new passage, that is, here you should look at the instruction. Read the passage which discusses some of the greatest scientific achievements in the last 50 years. So in the last 50 years, what happened, just here we are going to discuss. And also you will get here the indication that also happened before 50 years. Some instructions you will get here. So let's start the passage. We human beings tend to forget how far we have come as a species in a relatively short period of time. Students, if you think of some greatest achievements in the last 50 or 100 years, then you will see that in a short period we have discovered or we have invented a lot of things. For example, we have invented computer, we have invented internet, we have invented mobile phone, and in medical science we have also developed a lot of things. So but we people generally forget it. How far we have been here as a species. So as a human being, we have advanced a lot, but we have the tendency of forgetting the past incidents. We now don't think of the persons who invented this. Just we are using mobile phone, but we don't have the news who tried to invent this one. And we are using internet, but we don't have the news of the person who invented internet. We are using computer, but we don't know the creator of computer. So these kind of things we are totally forgetting every now and then. After that, in second line you see, it was only in 1870s. So here you see the year, the decade 1870s. S indicates the years. Okay, so 1870s only when we had the first house that was lighted with electricity. So electricity was invented before, but during this decade, we started electricity for the first time to light our house. To enlighten our house, we used electricity. That means for the first time we were using electric light in these decades. So it was not any long distance, it was not a remote time. So another indication you see here, car just started to become available 100 years ago, and just 100 years ago we started using cars, and car started becoming available before only 100 years ago, right? And another achievement you are getting here, Charles Lindbergh made the first transatlantic flight in 1927, and it was only in 1927 when Charles Lindbergh made the first flight across Atlantic. So before that this kind of flight was not possible, but it happened only in 1927. So then you see television didn't become widely available until after World War II. So television that we are using every day, in every house people have mobiles, television set today, but it was not available before the World War II. Only after World War II we have been using televisions, and now you see we have television at every home, right? But it was not available before the Second World War, and you know Second World War started in 1939, and before that it was not available. In other words, the advances humankind has made in a relatively short period of time, and the advances that we have made in a relatively short period of time have been nothing short of extraordinary. This is really extraordinary. So it was not possible in the past. In a short time, people could not invent so many technologies, but we have done it, and this is really extraordinary one. Perhaps just extraordinary is how we tend to simply adapt. Actually, here the writer is saying that we have adapted with this kind of adapted to this kind of changes. This is incredible. In the same way, it is incredible how we have invented this kind of technologies, and not realizing how completely our world has been altered, and our world has altered a lot. For example, if you think of the last 3 decades, and 3 decades early something happened, that is in our country we didn't have mobile phone available, we didn't have internet, okay, and we didn't have modern technologies, and then our communication system was different. Today you can communicate with your friends anytime, with your relatives, with your teachers or some other people. For example, we are using now computer to communicate with you, but it was not completely it was not totally possible. It was completely impossible in the last 30 years ago, right? So that is the thing. So but we don't understand it. In a shortest span of time, you see here the phrase, in a shortest span of time we have advanced a lot, we have changed our condition, our world has altered, but we don't understand it. So with that in mind, and keeping these kind of achievements in our mind, it is worth looking back at some of the amazing scientific advances we have made in the last few decades. So now after this, with this achievements in mind, that we have discovered something, some extraordinary things, some special things, some greatest things. So with these things in our mind, we are going to discuss the other parts, the achievements. That means here we will find the discussion of the artificial heart, then we will see cell phone, then we will see personal computer, the first communication satellite, okay, this kind of, then moon landing. All these things will be discussed in my next lecture. So students, today I am not making the class any large one, and that is the reason, students, I'll have to stop my class here, and in the next class I think I will discuss more about artificial heart and other achievements that I have already discussed. So students, till then, bye bye, and wishing that you will enjoy the class.